Hi, I'm Chantel. For people who don't know me, for people who do know me, you don't know me like you think you do, so I'm Chantel. Hello. So this is my channel. It's called The Bloom Room. Welcome. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. Right now, I just want to speak on my purpose for creating this channel, who I am, and what I hope to gain from it. I'm your typical 21-year-old hippie, conspiracy theorist girl who just wants to change the world for the better in some way, in some small fragment of a way. I just know that that's what I'm here for. That's my purpose. I'm not here to get up and work for someone else every day. I'm not here to keep absorbing, because that's where I am. The past few years, I've just been kind of like watching everybody do their thing, and I'm like, oh, that's dope. Oh, she's doing this. She's passionate about that. Oh, he's doing this. He's passionate. That's dope. But me, I've been like, what's my talent? What's my passion? I was in the church for when I was like 19. I got into it really heavy. I was going like literally Sunday, Wednesday, Bible study every week, all the conferences, all of that. Got baptized, everything. And then I ended up leaving the church because I'm the type of person who, if I don't understand something and you're not going to help me understand, I can't take shit at face value. I can't just like blindly accept something that doesn't make sense to me. So some things made sense to me. It's like God. I've always believed in God. Even when I was younger, I was never like, oh, I believe in this because I'm told to. I've always just known, you know. I've had so many like experiences in my life that I have faith. I've always had faith, but some things, such as killing people, I know why that's a sin, right? Judging someone, okay, I know that's a sin. I know why that's bad. Being gay, you're gonna go to hell. I would ask, my teachers and stuff, like, I don't understand, like, why is that, like, I really don't get it. And they're just like, basically, that's it. I mean, it's just what it says. So I had to leave. I had to. Even after I got baptized, I was just like, this is not for me. I'm surrounded by all these amazing people. Literally, the church I was in, most amazing people you'll ever meet. They're so caring and kind and just really true Christians. That's not why I left. I just left because I was like, this is so depressing. Everyone around me, everyone I know, my mom, my dad, my friends, all of these people I know and love are going to hell, and each time I try to please come to church with me, I'm just sound like another typical like Bible thumper, and nobody is receptive to that kind of thing. I had to leave. I was like, this is not right. This is not right. So after I left the church is when I started really getting into spirituality, and I first learned about the third eye and the chakras, all this typical stuff that you hear about. So where I got into that, my earring just fell out. It started out with like the chakras and the third eye. I started learning a lot about the government, about the world, about the stuff they're putting in our food, about how not free we really are. And the more that I started learning about this stuff, my whole life I've always felt like it's hard to connect with people. It's hard to make friends like me. But the more I learn about this stuff, the more alone that I felt, It's a really awakening experience, but if you don't have people around you who support you or even believe in what you're saying, it's really hard to like deal with the real world, learning about how the world really is and how fucked up it is. And not like I was alone. My friends were into that too. But, as you grow up, you grow apart from people, and now my circle's super small, and so I just wanted to really create, Like I said, I've just been absorbing like other people's stuff and haven't been imprinting, haven't been expressing myself. I've been hiding like all the things I really care about because I'm scared of like, oh, people will think that I'm crazy. Oh, they won't even believe it, And now I'm at a point where I'm 21. I'm ready to not only teach people but learn too. I'm just ready to be me. I'm tired of trying to fit somewhere, You don't have to fit somewhere in life. I mean, you can fit everywhere. You can put yourself in this tiniest boxes ever just for the sake of being socially accepted. You can fit, but I don't want to just fit, I want space to be. I want space to grow, because when you're in this tiny box of like what people want you to be, there's no space for you to be who you are. There's no space for you to grow at all. You're just stuck, and your whole life you're going to resent everyone else because you let them control you when you have the power. So this channel is basically me creating that space. The whole reason behind the title of The Bloom Room is if a flower doesn't bloom, you fix the environment in which it grows, not the flower. If a flower's not blooming, you're going to look at the soil, you're going to look at the environment, you're going to look at the temperature of all of these factors. You're not going to say, oh, this flower's broke. So that's the point for this channel, to create a space. Sure, it's not a physical space, but it feels physical to me. Like, even doing this, it's so freeing. Create a space not only for me, but for people who are like me, who might not know anyone who's interested in this stuff, or might not know where to start with this stuff, or who just likes to watch interesting videos and are interested in self-progression. That's the whole purpose. Create a space for growth. Create a space to be where we're not going to judge one another. I'm sure there's going to be haters, leave comments and shit, but I don't care. Like, my purpose for this channel is not to get famous. It's not to be accepted. My purpose is like this. 18-year-old me, if I were to come across some of the videos that I'm going to be making about like self-love, how to take care of yourself, spirituality, wisdom, all of the mysticism in the world, these videos would change my life, you know? And so I feel like I'm really here to not only express myself, but help someone else, like be that spark for someone. Because even if 100,000 people dislike it, if there's one person who comments and is like, wow, I've never thought about it like this really changed the way I think, like, thank you, I'm doing it for that one person. It's not only a space to teach, but I want to learn too. You know, I'm not perfect. I might get things wrong sometimes, and I don't care if people are like, oh, this is wrong. No, tell me so I can look it up, and so I can actually learn what's up, you know what I mean? Comment things like you want me to make a video about that I might know about. I have to look it up in order to learn about it and make a video on it. I want to learn too. I want to meet people with like minds. I want to just create kind of like a community of people like me who have a space to fit. They don't fit in places. I mean, I'm a pretty likable person, but I'm extremely introverted, so I don't have a friend group. I don't go out a lot, but the purpose for this is just growth, self-progression. You don't have to be into spirituality. You can be a Christian and watch my videos and still gain something from it. I'm nothing, but I'm everything. And I'm so excited to express myself because I feel like a lot of people are going to resonate with it. Or I might just be introducing things that people have never heard of. So my first video is going to be basically spirituality for beginners. I'm going to be talking about some like cliche things that everyone says, like think positive and you create your reality, and some cliche things like that. And I'm going to really break them down into the science for people who might be like me and are like, okay, yeah, I know that's true, but why? Like, I don't actually get it. I'm going to break it down and down and down, and so you can understand it from the most basic science viewpoint, even for skeptics who are like, what? Everything vibrates? What does that mean? I'm gonna like show you guys that I'm not just talking, I'm not just being a hippie. I actually know what I'm talking about. I already have a blog called The Bloom Room. It's bloom-room at blogspot.com. I just wanted to talk about me, talk about my purpose, and tell you guys that if you want me to make a video on anything, put it down below. I'm so open-minded and life is good. Thank you.